So I'm just outside Panini's. They sell all of your sandwiches that you could possibly want. But I'm on the FX3 and Shawn is filming the behind the scenes right now, and he, you can see him here, is on the FX6. Now I actually prefer using the FX3 for this shoot. I think just kind of, I really like the size of the camera. It's really small and it's a small shot. Shawn is very much under the impression that size matters, so he is on the FX6 today. It's really early in the morning. Bambos is just setting up, so what we're going to do is we're just basically getting a few cutaways and just making sure that we're going to get some of the more essential bits that we're going to need that we can film now while nothing's going on. So we're getting the kind of stuff like, you can see here we've got like a little sorry we're closed, and because this is going to sort of be about lockdown and stuff and potential closures, then it's good to get shots like this. Basically just anything in which nothing's moving and we can film it at any time of the day. So basically what I'm looking for at the moment, and probably for most of the day actually, is action shots. So that's anything from, you know, the bacon being fried, some tomatoes being sliced, and of course the butter going on the bread, and just stuff like that. Also some customer reactions, basically just anything that's nice and visual and shows off the food nicely. So today I'm filming very fly on the wall. There's a few reasons for this. Firstly, it's just, it feels more authentic to me. It's kind of the way I tend to shoot and like to shoot. I don't like to direct too much. I feel like it's a little bit more natural. But actually today, probably a more primary reason for shooting so fly on the wall is just because we're filming Charlie in a small sandwich shop and he's just really busy. So we don't want to get in his way, we don't want to annoy him, so I can't be directing him as much as perhaps some shooters might like to, but I'm actually quite happy about that anyway.
You want to carry that thing?
No, it's fine.
Sure, yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
So that's 650 or something. Any thoughts on your road?
Just to run you through the equipment I'm going to be using today, I have, of course, the Sony FX3, which is going to be my A cam. That's what I'm going to be using today for the shoot. Inside of it, I've got a CF Type A card, which is just really powerful, but then I've also got some SDXC cards if I need those too, if I run out of space. On the top here you can see I've got a Sennheiser MK400 microphone. This is quite a good microphone to use for the shoot because it just kind of captures a general soundscape, so it's really good for on-the-fly shooting. And I've got right now the 24-70 G Master on the front, but we've also got a 50mm 1.4 and a 20mm as well, so I've got some primes if I want a little bit extra depth of field. Cool. And then off straight away. Okay, so a little bit of drama, just something me and Shawn are going to have to deal with on this shoot is the fact that basically we've only been given one battery in each camera and one card for each camera as well. Now we do have some more cards, although they're not the ideal ones that we really want to be using. So that's just something we're going to have to be really conscious of on this shoot, is saving our battery life and saving our card space. That means only turning on the camera when we're sure we're going to get the right shot, which obviously can be difficult for documentary filming, but we'll just turn our cameras on really quick, get our shots, and then turn it off as soon as possible, and make sure that we're not rolling too long either to save on that card space. This is going to be quite difficult. It is going to be quite a big annoyance on the shoot, is the fact that we have this limited card and battery space, but we're just going to have to make it work because that's just sometimes what you've got to do. So maybe throughout the day I'll let you know when I'm doing sort of like little things that might help conserve card and battery space. For example, Shawn is going to be shooting in 1080p. That's to save a bit of card space as well, so he can shoot for a little bit longer. He's on the FX6, so he will have a little bit of extra battery life as well. I'm on the FX3, that isn't going to have as good a battery life. So, and I can't really shoot in 1080p because mine's going in a 4K documentary. I want to be 4K. So I'm just going to have to make the best of it and see what we can do about that, but we'll just have to see how it goes.
Just press it.
So we finished shooting the majority of the cutaways I'm going to need today. I'm going to get a few more, and then we're going to move on to the interview, which we've luckily got this awesome courtyard space to do it in. It's really lucky to have a controlled space to do it in, especially as it's quite quiet here, which, considering the location, is going to be tricky to find elsewhere. Just to give you a quick overview of what I thought of shooting with the FX3, of course I've got the S&Q mode, which I've really enjoyed. It's got that small form factor, which I mentioned before, which is super useful. But actually I'd say one of my main benefits today is the fact that I get to shoot in S Cinetone rather than log, which I'd usually shoot in. This means that I can see what the image is going to look like exactly, rather than having logs, which I'm obviously going to put LUTs and grade. So it's really nice just to see exactly what I'm going to get in camera. It makes it really simple for exposing. I hope you've enjoyed following me around for the day, and I hope you enjoyed the actual documentary too. You can find it here in the top right corner of the screen. We're intending on doing a lot more of this sort of real filmmaking stuff when we do our camera reviews. So if you want to subscribe and turn on notifications, you can always do that too. That'd be really, really helpful for us. And of course, if you have anything you want to ask me or just anything you want to say, then pop it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But apart from that, I just want to say thanks for watching.